Our video is about capitalism and the explanation that it's the freest system in the world. However, not many people understand this issue.
Or socialism?
Socialism?
Why is socialism better than capitalism?
I guess because, well, first of all, socialism is for the people. Capitalism, stop it. Capitalism is not.
Capitalism or socialism?
Capitalism.
Why capitalism?
Because I'm originally from Venezuela and I used to live in a socialism and don't like it.
So what is better, capitalism or socialism?
Socialism.
Why socialism?
I feel like it's gives more power to the people.
What kind of power to the people?
This kind, like. Like it gives you the freedom. Capitalism like is more control. Like socialism is more like freedom to the people.
What do you prefer, capitalism or socialism?
If I knew the difference, I'd be able to answer that question a lot better.
Clearly, there is a lot of confusion when it comes to capitalism versus socialism. One person did not understand the difference, two more actually thought socialism was freer, and the only one who understood lived under the oppressions of a socialist system.
Capitalism is actually the system for the people. It allows any person to use their own personal property to create revenue and build a better life. Socialism only helps a few. It's a system based on coercion and plunder that has never been successful.
Capitalism is easily the freest system in the world. It is based on voluntary exchange. Nobody is forced to do anything that they do not want to do. All exchanges are mutually beneficial as both parties get what they are looking for. Also, the competition forces payments of fair wages.
Capitalism allows people to unleash their God-given creativity and apply it to others in need. Entrepreneurs can see the suffering of others and apply capitalist ideas to help ease their pain.
In fact, entrepreneurs have been doing this throughout history. Without the freedoms allowed through capitalism, we would not have many of the inventions we have today. Entrepreneurs have changed the very makeup of society by identifying what is needed to be done and taking action to solve it.
Take the example of Dr. Henry Turkle. He was an entrepreneur that saw a need and filled it. He invented an infant nasal feeding tube that effectively eased the lives of many mothers and saved the lives of many infants. This is the freedom of capitalism at work.
Ayn Rand says it best when she explains capitalism is a social system based on the recognition of individual rights, including property rights.
Private property is essential. It gives people the incentive to improve and maintain the value of the property. When the government owns the same property, there is no incentive to maintain it. This leads to the tragedy of the commons.
The tragedy of the commons is when everyone tries to gain as much benefit from a single resource as possible. This results in everybody taking more than what they need with no regard for the well-being of the commons. This is what often happens under socialism.
Under the freedom of capitalism, price is the determinant for the goods. If a person wants something, they can pay a great deal of money for it. This way, the goods go to those who value them the most, and gives people yet another incentive to save or spend their individual property.
When the free market is allowed to operate, things get done. However, when the government tries to provide subsidies to do the same thing, it fails. Look at the example of the airplane and the railroad. The government provisions met with failure while the free market produces results.
Look at the effects of socialism in North Korea and capitalism in the United States. The lights in the United States provide an example of infrastructure, progress, and freedom. The lack of lights in North Korea is an example of how economic systems can limit freedom.
Simply put, capitalism is the only free system. It is a system for the people and is based on individual responsibility. However, the clip at the beginning of the video shows that people do not understand what capitalism can truly do. This problem can be solved through increased education and communication.
Milton Friedman sums it up best when he says, "A society which is socialist cannot also be democratic in the sense of guaranteeing individual